At this point in the season, injuries are a very real thing. Everybody's injured at this point. Nobody's really healthy, or at least 100% healthy, unless you've been injured the entire season. And one player specifically for the Green Bay Packers, well, his status for this Sunday's game is currently up in the air, and maybe going forward, his status might be up in the air. And that is running back AJ Dillon, where Ari Mirov reported that Packers running back AJ Dillon told reporters that he broke his thumb late in the game on Monday night versus the New York Giants. Now, Dillon has missed both days of practice so far this week, and his status for Sunday versus Tampa Bay is up in the air. Now, Rob Demovsky reported that when asked how he broke his thumb versus the Giants on the final drive, AJ Dillon said, "Look, I got hit with the helmet lined up the right way." He then laughed and said, "Then we called another run play right after that." All right. Now, Dillon did have it wrapped up and still figuring out if he can play that way. Now, most of the time, especially if you're a quarterback, right, you break your thumb, you're not going to play. That is just, how the cookie crumbles. It's very hard to grip the football and really make the passes down the field. But running back's a little bit different, right? You just have to take the hand off. Once you get it, you tuck it, and you run. Okay, just protect the ball and use your vision, use your legs. That's what a running back usually does. So if his thumb isn't that seriously, if it doesn't hurt him that much, he should be okay. And I'd expect the Packers maybe to use him a little bit. Maybe he'd be on a pitch count. I'm not really sure how that would all work out. But his status right now currently for this Sunday's game is up in the air. A broken thumb does not sound fun. I'm sure he is in a lot of pain. Didn't practice the last 2 days. Now, Packers head coach Matt LaFleur on whether A.J. Dillon has a broken thumb. He said, "Look, I'm not getting into details, okay? He's not going to talk about it." A.J. Dillon told reporters that's as far as it needs to go. Look, we're still trying to figure things out on our own. He might play, he might not. Maybe he didn't practice because they're trying to rest him up for this Sunday's game to not put any more pressure on that thumb. Let's just, take a couple snaps here and there, see how a handoff feels. And if you're good to go, you're good to go. You'll play, you'll start, and we'll see what happens. Might be on a pitch count, right? Now, whatever it is, LaFleur said, we'll see. All right, when asked if Dillon could play with it. Now, AJ Dillon has never missed an NFL game because of injury, only COVID in 2020. Now, COVID, a lot of players that never missed games missed a game because they caught COVID, couldn't be in the facility, had to be out 2 weeks, had to be isolated, basically. It sucked. We were all there. It was terrible. That's the only time AJ Dillon has missed a snap, missed a game in the National Football League. And look, this ain't good for Green Bay, right? They already lose Aaron Jones. And at this point in the season, A.J. Dillon is a freak of nature. Who wants to tackle A.J. Dillon, the Quadzilla, in December when it's below 10 or 10 below outside, or, even just 10 degrees? I mean, when it's cold, if you've played football, you know what it's like when you hit somebody. It hurts. It doesn't feel good. So who's going to want to tackle A.J. Dillon? That's why Green Bay's been having a little bit more success as of late than they did at the start of the season, because A.J. Dillon is hard to tackle when it's cold. And losing him right now could shift the way, the Packers season ends up. Now, I'm not saying he's going to miss multiple weeks. There's a chance he could. But if he misses this week, they lose. They find themselves out of the playoffs at this point in time, because right now they hold the 7th seed, right? They lose. If the Rams or the Seahawks win, boom, the Rams or the Seahawks take their place. They take it over. Now Green Bay has to fight back up into there, and it's going to be much more tougher to do so, especially when they still have to play the Minnesota Vikings later on in the season. I can't really remember the rest of their schedule off the top of my head, but losing him at this point in time is very, very crucial. It's massive, and I really hope he's okay. I think Green Bay is going to find out if he can at least take some snaps. If I were to assume right now, he's going to be questionable up until game time, and he would end up being on a pitch count. He'd get the start, probably wouldn't play too much. They're going to use their other running back. Can't remember his name off the top of my head either. Yeah, but you get it. A.J. Dillon, questionable, has a broken thumb, said we might play. We'll see how it goes. Going to take some snaps probably here and there, and we'll go from there. Matt LaFleur is not going to talk about it anymore, but A.J. Dillon could miss this week, and he could miss more weeks than that. You guys can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and you just got your fix with the Wix.